Hello everyone. I decided to lay down and do this video. I'm kind of sleepy. So, if you have been following me on Facebook, you can follow me at authoress Shantina Henderson on Facebook. If you've been following me, keep on following me. If you haven't been following me, then start following me. That's authoress Shantina Henderson. Oh yeah, also my new book is called Game Over, Heart of a Thug, Book 4 in the Caught Up in the Game series. This book, as I told you guys before, takes place in Paris, France. A lot of the book takes place in Paris, France. The majority of the book takes place in Paris, France. So I just wanted to tell you guys about that. I hope you guys will decide to follow me, like, I don't know, as soon as possible. Authoress Shantina Henderson. So, what else do I need to talk about? I will be doing some books on, and as I told you guys before, on racism. Those are some of my next books that are coming up. I'm going to do some books on the hypocrisy of racism. And what I mean by the hypocrisy of racism is in regards to blacks and whites in this country. I'm going to do the hypocrisy of racism on the behalf of, like, whites and blacks. I'm going to do the hypocrisy of racism. Like, okay, blacks in slavery, breastfeeding. But then in the Jim Crow era, we can't use the same water fountain. Yeah, I have to talk about that because that makes no sense. That's actually like, I don't know. If we were so, or if our ancestors and grandparents and everything like that before us were so filthy, why were you allowing our ancestors and grandparents to breastfeed your children? Because if someone was filthy, I wouldn't let them breastfeed my child. I'm just saying. So that's going to be coming up as a prominent main topic in one of my upcoming novels. The title may be Bertha's Baby. It may be Beulah's Baby. It may be Death to Beulah. It may be Life to Beulah. Or The Kiss of Life to Beulah. It may be one of those titles. And yes, I will be writing those titles down later when I watch this video myself. And I review all my videos before I submit them, but I rarely have mistakes in my videos because of how I make them. And I usually don't do live videos because I don't like the way they kind of like skip if, like, your connection goes down. I'm gonna try to make this video 5 minutes or less. If it goes a little over, it'll just be just a little over 5 minutes. So what was I saying? How I feel about the whole situation, and had someone walking outside my door being really loud. Sorry. How I feel about the whole situation of slavery. For a long time, I didn't want to write about slavery. It's a very painful past when it comes to, African American people. And I'm going to get some stories from the Civil War, and I'm going to do my research, and I'm going to see what happened during the Civil War on these big, beautiful plantations where mainly black people died due to horrendous acts of cruelty, like maiming by dogs and having your feet broken and half of your foot chopped off and being strung up from a tree and having your flesh torn from your back and legs and being castrated and all these things that nobody really likes to talk about. I'm going to talk about all these things in my book because I feel like it's a healing process once we begin to talk about these things. It's going to be a discussion that's going to have to be had as a mass discussion. Every time I talk about slavery, it makes my heart hurt just a little bit. Like, it makes me hurt just a little bit to have to talk about something that was so great an injustice to black people, and then to be talked to as if my people never struggled, they never died, they never went through anything, they just were, and now they're just gone. And this video is going to be over 5 minutes, so I'm sorry. It's going to be like 6 something. But I have to talk about these things in my books. I cannot go without talking about the good stories that came out of slavery. And there are some. You'll never hear about them, though, when it comes to Hollywood. You'll never hear those good stories. Ever. If they do sneak past, they're usually done as low-budget films. So they're really not done by Hollywood. And then when it's a Hollywood film that's done, people try to downplay certain things in regards to love, trust, and respect through slaves. And it did exist. For the most part, it really did. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I just had to let you know what 2 of my new books are going to be about, racism and slavery. And I will be writing about, okay, it's going to be 7 something minutes. Sorry guys, I just can't stop talking about this. This is about black people who identify with me the most. And I'm not ashamed to say that because I'm black. I mean, look at me. I'm black, just like any other black person. But how I feel about the situation of slavery and racism, I'm going to express very deeply in my next novel. And I may choose a different title. It may be George's Bones, or Georgia's Bones, or Jones Bones, or Bones from My Ancestors. I'm not sure what it will be, but it will be spectacular. And it's going to be a national bestseller. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell. Alright, bye.